Hello students! Today I'm going to read you the story, Somewhere in the World. Somewhere in the World. Written by Rosaline Lee Fung. Somewhere in the world, it is 7 o'clock in the morning. A little boy gets up. He brushes his teeth. Somewhere in the world, it is 12 o'clock in the afternoon. A mother cooks lunch for her child. She feeds her child a lot of carrots. Somewhere in the world, it is 6 o'clock in the evening. A father packs his bag. He goes home for dinner. His family eats meat and potatoes. Somewhere in the world, it is 10 o'clock at night. A little girl kisses her father goodnight. Her brother gets into his bed. They listen to their favorite story. "Okay, children," says Dad, "it is time to sleep." Dad kisses Pat and Pete goodnight. Then he leaves the room. Pat and Pete like Dad's story. They also like visiting their friends all over the world. "It is time to go," says Pat. Pat and Pete climb on the back of their magic dolphin. Every night, Pat and Pete visit their friends all over the world. "Let's find Yoko and Miko," says Pete. In a twinkle of an eye, Pat and Pete are in Japan. The children read stories. Yoko and Miko read aloud. Pat and Pete listen to them. "Where do we go next?" asks Pat. "Let's go to Canada," says Pete. "Good idea," says Pat. "I know a wonderful lady there." Pat and Pete say goodbye to Yoko and Miko. Up they climb on the back of the magic dolphin. In a twinkle of an eye, Pat and Pete are in Canada. It is 6 o'clock in the morning. The sun is not up. "You are very early," says Miss Butterfly. "We are here to visit our friends," say Pat and Pete. "When do they get up in the morning?" "They get up at 7 o'clock, says Miss Butterfly. "Go to England. It is 2:30 in the afternoon there." "Good idea," says Pete. Up they climb on the back of the magic dolphin. Away they go to the other side of the world. In a twinkle of an eye, Pat and Pete are in England. This school is beautiful, say Pat and Pete. They join their friends at school. They learn to read. After school, they go to the park. They sing and dance. They play and laugh. They have a lot of fun. It is dark, says Pat. It is time to go home, says Pete. A loud ring comes from somewhere. Ring, 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 ring. Wake up, says Dad. It is time for school. The end of the story, Somewhere in the World.